Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, and bishops of the great millstone, which rule well and teach well and sincerity taught us the truth. And shalom to the Lord, so for elect. This will be real quick, right? On these copyright stuff, copyright, whatever. All right. So when we using other, cause I had to look into this, cause I was like, I didn't want to get a strike and all that. So when we using other videos, regardless if it be these podcasts, it be just whatever documentaries and all of that, you are able to use these videos, just for younger brothers that may not know. So all you gotta say fair use, right? And then you still have to, you can't just play it and let it play and play and play. You gotta basically, it's gotta be different, That's why sometimes I would use them and I speed up the speed, okay? Or I would talk, go into some precepts first and behind, and then I would play the video, because at that point it has been modded, you have given it your own flavor. So they're not saying that you're using it to basically steal it or whatever. You're giving it your own flavor, and you're like, you're bigging up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way that the copyright thing is, and you can still get a copyright, but that's not necessarily a strike, right? A strike, you gonna know a strike because it's gonna hit your page. But a copyright is just okay. You use some copyrighted material, right? So that's it. That's not a strike. So it's nothing wrong with using copyrighted material. Yeah, you'll have it on there. It'll say copyright. Okay, cool. Use the video as copyrighted, whatever. But that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But when you get a strike, that's because YouTube has dictated that you actually use that material like it's your own. So that's why when you use other people's material, these documentaries, these podcasts, whatever it be, you have to make it your own. So that's why I suggest reading precepts first, talking, and then playing the video. Okay? And then they really can't give you no strike off of that, because you've made it your own. You like, using this precept and using this precept, and now I'm gonna play this video that supports what I just stated, right? So you won't get no strike off of that. I've only got one strike the whole time I have 3 years making videos, and that's because I used the video and I didn't really talk, and they used it like I was trying to use it as my own. But YouTube is they're tender about these things. Sometimes they might just hit you regardless, right? But it's best that you try to go the right way and try to modify it by talking, precepts, etc., and then you won't get no strike. You might still get a copyright, but it won't be no strike. There's nothing wrong with a copyright. That's not affecting your page at all. It's just saying that this material is copyrighted. Okay, cool. We use a lot of documentaries and stuff that's copyrighted, all right? And that's fine. Whatever it is. I just wanted to put that out real quick, so we can use other people's material, right? Just you got to make sure it's modded. You got to make sure it's your own. You know what I'm saying? So hey, with that being said, man, giving all praises, honor, and glory be to Yahawah, Sham, Yahawashi, Hashem, Kakadash. As always, all right? Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone. Shalom, shalom, shalom.